Adam found something that sold for really good money
Yep.
in
Really
our
good money.
neighborhood. We're going to talk about reselling today, just stuff in general. Adam has been doing it for a while. We're going to get into that in the first part of this video. Hey everybody, welcome. Mike, the Golden State Picker, and this is my son-in-law, Adam, the Coastie Picker. Where are we at? North Carolina?
Jacksonville, North Carolina.
We're in my house in North Carolina. Adam has a house 2 doors down with my daughter and my grandkids, and they come over a lot.
Yep.
I actually watched them the other night, all by myself. I took care of right? Papa took care of them.
Mommy and Daddy had to go on a date night.
Yeah, so I took care of them that night. So anyhow, hey, welcome. We've got a video today. We've got an announcement in a little bit on our channel. We're going to discuss some stuff. Well, stay tuned also for a few things that we found. Adam found something that sold for really good money
Yep.
in
Really
our
good money.
neighborhood. We're going to talk about reselling today, just stuff in general. Adam has been doing it for a while. We're going to get into that in the first part of this video. And at the end, we're going to talk about my North Carolina web eBay store that I'm using with my wife's name and some of the stuff I sold and then some of the stuff you sold, right?
Oh, yeah.
All right, so Adam obviously is married to my daughter, and Adam was in the Coast Guard. How many years?
13 years.
Adam was in for 13 years, okay? And he was stationed in Vallejo, which is about an hour and a half from me.
Yep.
And he caught on, you basically caught on to what I was doing, or I told you about it.
Yep. Yeah, I came over one day and you were like, hey, check this out. This is, I'm like,
And-
oh, that's pretty cool.
We have talked about this many times on the channel, and with Adam too, is it's about a curiosity. You have to have something, and I think that's what you had.
Yeah.
Adam had a very big curiosity of, hey, what you sold what for what?
Wait, you made how much off that T-shirt?
I wait till you see the item in a minute that Adam sold. And this is
It's so cool.
It's so cool. It's so cool.
My best one by far.
Oh yeah, and who missed it? I missed it.
You missed it. You drove right past it.
I drove right
Drove right past it.
I drove right past it. It's good. You stick around. So we're gonna have fun in this video today. So anyhow, so that's how Adam started. And then Adam, because the Bay Area, California is just so expensive, you can't blame them. They decided to move. He's from what? Virginia.
Virginia, yep.
He's from Virginia. So Adam said, hey, I'm going to move out here. And you bought right before COVID.
Yeah, it was during COVID. We bought March of 20 is when we bought.
Yeah, bought a really nice house in a community out here. We're in the Jacksonville area. I'll give you just a general idea where we're at, which is Camp Lejeune. And then we started coming out. And Adam started doing the reselling, but he was in the Coast Guard for his main stuff. And that was tricky, right?
It was a big difference going from the Bay Area to here, going from fish in a barrel to, I don't know.
Yeah,
you gotta look hard.
And that was, I think, one of the biggest things, because I had come out here and we were looking at thrift stores mostly, right?
Yeah.
We were looking at Salvation Army, Goodwill, and they were just nothing.
They used to be good, like right when COVID started, they were good prices. And then they just became eBay prices inside of a thrift store. And I don't even go to thrift stores anymore. Like very rarely will I go to one, but generally I don't think I've been thrift store hunting in probably over a year now.
And I don't think this trip I went one. I didn't go one.
It's
time.
not worth it anymore.
Yeah.
Here.
Here it's a different animal, I believe. It's the community in it that we're in is really, really good for some stuff on Facebook Marketplace and some other things. So we talk about that, how every area is different. But I want to show you when we talk about Adam's sales on a couple of things is just how it can happen and what we're going to do in the future here. We're going to talk about that in a second. So, but Adam has that curiosity that we talked about, and he's doing really well. You're no longer in the Coast Guard.
No longer in the Coast Guard. I got diagnosed with multiple sclerosis about 2 years ago now.
Yeah.
I've been medically retired from the Coast Guard for almost a year. Next month it will be a year.
Yeah.
It goes by fast.
Yeah, so that was another thing that was thrown into him. So he had something to fall back on, which was reselling, because he was doing a lot of that. And even towards the end, he started another business. And I'm going to let Adam tell you what he started that made a difference, I think, right? A huge difference. So tell him what you started.
Yeah, so it was actually Rachel's idea.
Yeah,
she said, why don't you start hauling trash? And I said, hauling trash? Like, what? Why would I haul trash? And she said, no, I think it'd be really good because people throw away stuff that you could sell. And I was like, all right. So I started doing it a little bit, and it started taking off. And then I got in with a commercial company that's all over the country, and they just hire local trash people for certain areas. And that started getting very lucrative. My first one was a Walgreens. I cleared out a dumpster and I took home probably 15 different toner cartridges, and I just made a killing off of it. I was like, this is gonna work. And then every job I do, I seem to make money off of, not just
the junk haul.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've gone on a junk haul, and we're looking for the stuff to resell. We gotta haul the junk, but we're looking for the stuff to resell.
And if you haven't been on my channel, the video that's either one or two before this one, you'll see a junk haul that went on that I made over $1,800 profit just from selling the stuff they were throwing away.
I'll try to link to that one
in
mine. So you got to remind me. So you got to go to Adam's channel, and then we talk about this, seeing different resellers. That's how you get better and how you learn. I've always said you don't need to buy a program or anything. You've never bought anything, right?
No, not a chance.
You know what? You just get out and just do it and learn from that. And Adam is great at that. He's always sending me stuff, and I'm sending him stuff, and we're bouncing ideas off each other or things and that kind of thing. And so the junk thing actually is, I think, is absolutely amazing. It's so cool.
It's great. I mean, people pay me to throw away stuff that I take to sell, so it's like a win-win.
And then he started doing painting and flooring.
And flooring as well.
You did my flooring in this house. He's done a lot of flooring. Vinyl LVP, right?
Yep.
Is super popular.
I didn't want to do it at first, but someone asked me, hey, do you do flooring? I said, well, I know how to do it. And they were like, we trust you. Like, it's someone in the neighborhood. Like, we trust you. I was like, all right, I'll just do it. Like, I'm gonna charge you cheap because I don't even know what to charge. And then it just took off from there. And then someone asked me if I could paint. And I said, sure, I'll paint. And then took off from there. So
he's got 4 sources of. He's got painting, LVP flooring, reselling, and hauling junk. 4 things. And we are now going to reveal the 5th thing that we're going to do. Right?
Exciting.
So this is exciting. So. As you know, I'm trying to get here into North Carolina to be close to Adam and my daughter and especially my grandkids. My wife really wants to be here. So it's not easy because we have my wife's father who's 91 years old. He's not in good health, and he's back there in California. So that's a big reason why we're not here. Okay, so we're working on that.
We're almost there.
Yeah, we're working on that. We're trying to get that figured out. But in the meantime, Adam kind of came and said, hey, you know what, why don't we've been going to, what I like here is the estate sales.
Estate sales are really good here.
Yeah.
They're good.
They're fun.
They're fair price, good. Once, go on my channel, you'll see me at
estate sales.
The estate sales, the hoarder's home. You'll see a video I posted.
Yeah, look at a bunch of Adam's videos. Go watch some of his. You'll see what I'm talking about. And you see it with a lot on these channels, many channels. Is that an Osprey?
Yep.
I think we got an Osprey. We're right by Camp Lejeune, and they fly over, so there might be a little bit of rumble for a minute. He's coming.
Oh, yeah, he's coming.
He's coming.
He's somewhere over there.
He's somewhere. But so I'm going to keep talking. But anyhow, wow, that's pretty crazy. Sometimes we hear the gunfire, right?
Oh, yeah. There's a range like 4 miles through the woods over here.
Oh, there he is. He's over there.
Yep.
Yeah, he's off. 2 of them. All right. So anyhow, where were we talking about? What were we talking about?
Oh, estate sales.
Estate sales. So estate sales are really cool here. I find them that they're older stuff. They seem to be bigger.
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain it. So anyhow, we've been going to them, and we've done some pretty good finds and stuff, especially Adam. So we decided that Adam and I are going to go into the estate sale business. We're going to add that to his repertoire. I'm going to be involved only in that pretty much right there. That's all I'm going to be with him. And we've got a different approach, we think. We hope. A lot of times you get into these estate sales and you find that people are overpricing certain items. We've talked about how good the prices are here, but they miss stuff.
There's some stuff. There's probably 3 or 4 big estate sale companies here. One of them's really good prices. One doesn't put any prices on anything, and it's just random. And then the 2 other ones are just like, they post their prices online, which I feel like is a kind of a big mistake sometimes, especially if you have a high price. Like, they'll have like this tape, this plastic tape. I swear they would sell for $50. No one's buying it for $50, especially at an estate sale. Like, so
some of the things we've seen, because look, we're looking at it from a reselling angle when we go into an estate sale. Would we buy this and resell it, or would anybody buy that? That's you've done that too, right? You go in and you go, $50, nobody's going to buy that. We just don't know, right? Because you leave and you just assume it's never going to sell. But our approach is going to be, fair pricing, and we're going to be very, very upfront with the sellers,
The customer.
the customer. We're going to be upfront and say, hey, look, we've been doing this for a while. We're going to make you money, but we're going to tell you that you know, because they think that what they have is worth a lot, and we're going to show them certain ways and say, hey, look, this is what it should be priced.
My biggest pet peeve, and I've said on my channel, I know Mike said on his channel a billion times, if you want eBay prices, you have to sell on eBay. You cannot get an eBay price at an estate sale. It never works. Okay, it might, but rarely does it work.
Yeah, you've got to run into a collector or somebody who is going to save a few bucks on the eBay. So we plan on doing a little bit more. That's what we're going to do. So we've already got logos kind of going. We're working on some things.
Rachel created all my logos and business cards and stuff for my business, and we're basically doing a subsidiary of Junkaway Express, but it's going to be Junkaway Estate Sales, just kind of two separate businesses working as one together on the same website, just so it's a little bit easier.
Yeah, we're going to
kind of wrap it all in together.
We're going to try and build this business out, and we don't know if it takes off. We have no idea. Here's the great thing: if you don't try, you're never going to know. Yep. And that's the bottom line. So we thought, you know what? We might not get an estate sale for 2-3 months.
Yeah,
I have no idea.
Who knows?
But we're going to keep trying. We've got some ideas of how we're going to approach, maybe trying to figure out how we can get clients stuff like that. We're gonna work on it, but we're gonna give it a shot. So we're getting it in place now, so that when I get here more, we're really up and running.
Exactly.
We don't want to just wait then, because we don't know how long. So I'll be here every 2 months or so,
3 months.
So we can kind of maybe plan some of this around that when I get here and so forth. It'll wreck my golf game, because I like to play a little golf when I'm out here. But so we think that's going to be exciting. So that is what we're going to partner into. That's me going to help him grow. I'm 63 and I'm getting older, so I don't know how much more I have physically. Yep. I don't know. Mentally, if I don't know mentally either.
I don't know how much longer you have for that either.
either one. But you get what we're talking about here. So even at our age, we talk about that. As a senior, 63 years old, you just got to keep doing it.
Yep.
You got to keep yourself active, and I'm here to help Adam, and Adam's here to help me, and we're having a blast doing it. So that's the big announcement. Now,
the good real quick, sorry to interrupt. The good thing with that is estate sales, right? So with putting it under my Junkaway, right? It's not just the estate sale. It's not just the painting. It's not just the flooring. It's not just junk removal. It's all my business can do all of it. We can sell everything in your house, and I can prepare your house to get everything. I can do your floors. I can paint. I can get rid of all the trash.
Right.
So it's like the all-encompass one business. I do it all to help you sell your house.
That's what I was trying to get at. We start with an estate sale. We say, hey, look, we can take all away the junk, and if you need the flooring done and the painting done, we can offer. Yep. So Adam can offer everything, and I can help with the estate side of the thing. We have partnership there, and he does all that other stuff. Brings in. So that's the great thing. That's curiosity. That's entrepreneurship. That's how it's supposed to be done. That's how you do it. All right. So that's our big announcement. Now let's get into. I want to get into a few things that we found and sold.
Let's go for it.
Yeah, we'll make the video as short as we can, but we'll talk about a few things. So let's go into Adam's first.
Let's start with the smaller item.
Well, tell them where you got it.
Yeah. Okay. Someone posted on Facebook Marketplace, hey, I'm having a estate sale, and here's my address. Well, I realized they were on my street. They live 5 houses down. So I messaged the lady. I said, hey, I know your yard sale's tomorrow, but I live on the street. Can I come down and take a look at what you got? And she said, sure. So I go over there, I see what she has, and she has a ton of knives. A bunch of knives. Not most of them weren't valuable, but there was one in Gerber, BMF.
And it's not even
in great shape. I mean, you can see it has some pitting. I cleaned it up a little bit, but I sold it as is basically. She wanted 60. I asked if she'll take 30 because that's me, because the worst they're going to say is no.
And who's the worst and not? It's me. I don't know.
The worst they'll say is no. So we settled on $40. I got it for 40. And this one sold for $279.99 plus $9.99 shipping. So
that's the thing. So that's where I've got to learn. Adam, he's got the guts to call him up prior, or make a note, send a message.
Hey, let me come over early.
Let me come over early.
The way I say it, the worst they're going to say is no. That's it.
And so, so that's he does a lot of that stuff, and I've got to learn. So that's what I'm talking about, learning from Adam, those kind of things, And so that was amazing. So now This next one he's going to talk about. Let me tell you, I missed it. Okay, I was at the swimming pool with the kids, and I drove home. This is the fifth house this way.
Yeah, 5 houses that way.
On the corner, and I'm driving home with my wife, and she said something about the boxes.
Yeah, there was like a bunch of boxes on the side
She
of the road.
said, "Do you see the box?" And I thought, "Oh, they're just putting boxes out." So I drove home. Well, later in the day, Adam comes home and he says, "Did you get anything off that corner house?" I said, "What corner house?" And so anyhow, I'm going to let him explain it. Well, listen to this.
All right, so it was the day of Rachel's and Macy's birthday party.
Yeah,
cool. So I'm riding home on the golf cart, and I stop. I see like a pile of clothes and stuff. I'm like, all right, let me start digging through this. So I dig. And it's a bunch of like brand new police vest, like body armor vest. Not the body armor, but like the sleeve itself, and they sell for like $30, $35 each. And I picked about 15 of them, and then I picked up 2 of these boxes. It said donate on the side. And I'm like, what is this? I didn't even look at it. I picked it up, threw it in the golf cart, took it home. The next day, I opened it up, and they are Denner, Dehnner patrol boots.
Brand spanking new.
Brand new.
Brand new.
2 pairs of them. I sold one already.
Get this.
For $685 is what it sold for.
I mean, $685.
$685. I got 2 of them.
Yeah.
That lady put $1,300 out on the porch.
And not counting all.
Not counting the vest and everything.
Everything else.
It'll be close to $2,000 from that for free. And you missed it.
Yeah, and it's a good thing I missed it because Adam got it. So, I mean, I'm not, hey, that's the other thing. When I get here, I'm not here to take everything from Adam. I'm here to help. And I have my own ideas,
Yep.
right? We've talked about it. You know how much I love Kevin, the Commonwealth picker. And I've been to Kevin's house. You've been to Kevin's house. We know where Kevin lives. And we know how Kevin works. He has to go into a big city generally. He goes into Lynchburg. I think he goes into Lynchburg. So we're not, Jacksonville's a pretty good size.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking to myself, you know what? I'm going to drive into Wilmington. I'll even drive into Raleigh. I'm two hours.
Right at 2 hours.
If I can haul it 2 hours to Raleigh. So that's what I'm talking about. Those kind of things. But when people tell me, "Oh, I can't find anything," you just got to really open up to everything. Those were sitting for free. And we've seen it. We watch Taco Stacks. You watch all kinds of people who pick up stuff for free. Dumpster dive. You've dumpster dived before you get dog food right behind Petco for all your dogs, right? Because my daughter does rescue. So he's,
You go behind PetSmart, they got free dog food.
Yeah, the dry dog food, all that kind of stuff. So you got to keep yourself very open to everything. And that's what I'm trying to do, and that's what Adam's been doing. He got the bug worse than I do.
A lot of persistence, a little bit of luck.
Yeah, you know what? I don't think it's it's luck, right? But you know what it is? It's creating your own opportunity.
Yeah, it's going out there and doing it over and over and over, and something's gonna fall into your lap eventually.
Eventually, something
really
will.
does.
Exactly. So keep that in mind. All right, let's get into my wife's eBay. Right. So I don't have anything to hold up. I'm going to show you what I've sold because I go hot and cold with this site. There's about 50 items on it. Oh, one more thing. You remember I told you don't buy just to buy. Okay, Adam is a classic example of this. You know my garage, right?
Oh, yeah.
He knows my garage. It's terrible. Now, Adam, how many do you have up right now? About 250?
I have 220, I think.
He only has 220 items up. Okay, he doesn't have many. But you can see, look at these bangers. He's got right there $1,000 worth of stuff. That's because Adam is a little bit more, I don't know, you're picky, and it's harder to find what I find a lot. But so don't buy just to buy. Be very, very picky and just be persistent, all right? So I'm going to show you mine. I'm going to put them up here so you can kind of see them. The one I just sold is a wooden art piece. That was pretty cool. That was a garage sale.
That garage sale that was not listed at all. And we just ran into
You got a bunch of stuff.
I did. I have
TV.
I got a TV that sold already. I'll throw my comps from that yard sale that sold. A TV, a clock.
Yeah, you just got a bunch of stuff.
I don't even know.
Yeah,
what
he
else.
did good. So I got it up. You're seeing it up there. I got 3 of these. I think did I pay 20 each?
I think you paid.
I think maybe 50 for everything.
50 for total.
For all 3. There were 3 of them. So this first one sold for $200. Plus I got $50 shipping because I didn't calculate it, right?
Yeah.
One thing I'm doing here is I'm trying to calculate the shipping as much as I can or pre-box everything for Adam. So if he does sell something, he just has to label it. So that was a really cool one. Now, at the knife sale, we went back the next morning at 8. And I picked up this mask. and it's a 1970s mask, but it had a split in the back. That doesn't mean it won't sell. Excuse me. I paid $5 and I flipped it for $30 quickly. That was the key.
It was
so
within like a day of you listing it.
I wanted it out. I had to get it out. Now, the next one I'm going to show you is an old Adidas. Remember the Adidas bag, the leather
bag,
the little workout bag? That was $2.
Yeah, $2.
That was $2 at the one prior to this trip.
Yep.
And that sold for $75. So that was really cool. Now, the other one that I sold that was very, very interesting was the monkey. Remember the monkey?
Oh yeah, that was the same one I
monkey
got
that-
those rocks classes. The
Wall Street.
the Wall Street rocks classes.
Rocks
yeah.
classes, yeah. So I got the monkey, and we thought, oh, the battery thing was clean. Remember?
Yeah.
We got it home. We didn't have D size, and so we had to go to the dollar store or something.
Yeah.
And
Took 4D batteries. It's like
didn't
$20
work.
in batteries.
It didn't work. It didn't work. So not the end of the world, because if it worked, it was like $150.
Yeah.
I still got $80 for the monkey, and I think I paid 10. I was 10. I paid 10.
Yep. That sounds
I
right.
paid 10 for the monkey. Now, the last one was an older one. I sold all of this. It was beer memorabilia. Remember that?
This was the first Flippin' Rooster estate sale we went to.
This
Right up
this
the
was
road.
an estate sale, and that was cool because I got
we
that
made
was
so
awesome.
much money from that.
Yeah,
yard sale.
that
oh
was.
my gosh.
It was we always drive out that way, and there's
Yep.
this big red barn. As a matter of fact, today I drove by it.
Gone.
They finally knocked it down. It's gone.
Gone.
The house was being sold. It was a beautiful barn. The barn
Yeah, it
wasn't
was.
that bad. It had a plane in it too.
Yeah.
It had an
Oh yeah,
airplane.
that's right. Because the guy was building a plane.
He had an airplane in it, and it was crazy.
That was probably the coolest estate sale I think I've ever been to.
Yeah, and I got a bunch of Blatz beer memorabilia. Here it is. I got this one here is a deer piece. I sold it for $200.
Yeah, that one was cool.
I sold. Did I have the Pabst guy too? The little Rocky Pabst car.
Yep.
I sold that
Model
for
T.
$350. So again, that's the kind of stuff that you can find in more rural areas.
Yep.
We found out that he was from up in Pennsylvania or something, right? Or
Yep.
Ohio.
He owned
A bar.
and then he just kept all of it when he moved down here and just put it in his shed.
Because I got all the country western 45s.
Yep.
I got, I don't know, what was it? I think there was at least 800-900 for like 125
Oh yeah,
bucks.
probably at least
Yeah,
Ton.
so all that too. So it is a lot of fun out here. That is, there you go. That's the stuff that I sold. I will put my wife's total up here for the year on her site that I'm using here. $1,854 sold on her eBay site through North Carolina. So very, very cool. So again, it's a lot of fun doing reselling. Adam is proof. Okay. There are many Adams out there.
Yep.
There are many me's out there, and it can be done. It just requires, I don't know what, 2
Tenacity.
feet to
Yeah.
2 feet. I always
Yeah.
tell people,
Yeah.
if you ain't moving, you ain't gonna get anything. And he's always hustling. He's hustling this neighborhood as far as finding. If something comes up, he's gonna go get that.
Oh
thing.
yeah, I'll be laying in bed at 9:00 at night. Someone posts something. I'm like, Rachel, I'm
Yep.
getting up. I'm gone.
Yeah, or he'll tell me.
Yep.
I remember that one time when you told me, he goes, "Hey, I need you to
Oh,
go
yeah.
pick something up,"
Yeah,
because
go
he
pick
wasn't
this up.
there.
Yep.
So that's the other thing. You work together, right?
Yep.
Maybe I'm at home, he's out. He goes, "Hey, there's something to pick up in the
Go get it.
Go get it."
Yep.
So that's what I'm talking about. Team up, network, whatever. Maybe you got a friend who isn't interested in what you like, but he knows you like it. So you say, "Hey, pick it up." I'm doing that right now with my friends at Savers. They're sending me photos. Roger's
Yep.
sending me photos of Halloween stuff. Do you want it? And he knows that I'll pay him for it and all that kind of stuff. So there's many, many ways to make money reselling. You just got to be curious and all of that kind of stuff. So that's our video for today. That is what we wanted to let you know is we're going to start some kind of a estate sale of business.
Within the next month or so, is we're gonna get things rolling. File for our license, our LLC, and
Yeah, we got to have
going.
insurance. We have
Yeah.
to have a few things we need to make because we want to do it right. We don't want to. I think it's going to be requirement almost to you and
yeah,
bonded.
so you have to get your LLC. Well, I mean, you don't have to get an
have to-
LLC.
We have to be bond. I think we should have the insurance. So
Insurance, you have to get a liability insurance policy for
Yeah,
it.
we don't. And they're not too bad.
No.
So that's what's going on. So now, I want you to do a thing. I want you to go over and look at Adam's Coastie Picker website. Subscribe to Adam's and just watch somebody different than me. And you know what? He's going to get better at what he does on his site and his business. And who knows? We may throw up. We're probably going to throw up videos with our estate sale.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
there's a lot of things. That's the good thing, because you need things in your life to keep you motivated, to keep you enthusiastic,
Oh,
right?
yeah. Yep.
Because if you just sit there and waller and go, oh, you know,
Oh, I don't have any sales. I can't find anything. The old Eeyore mentality.
or like somebody said on one of my videos, oh, you dropped the slep rock. Yeah, I dropped the slep rock for the Flintstones. But you know what I'm saying. We're just having some fun. So go to Coastie Picker, look at his site, check out mine. I'm the Golden State Picker. I know many of you, obviously, I'm trying to talk to you through this video. So anyhow, that is our video for today. I'm going to let Adam end it because my daughter does rescue. And if you're in the North Carolina area, the Jacksonville area, that's what they do. They show up at, Petco, very different.
Yeah, either PetSmart or Tractor Supply companies where we've been heading now. We adopt dogs. We've been doing it for, we don't adopt dogs. We foster dogs. And we've been doing it for close to 3 years now. And I think we have over 35 dogs that we've saved from either the rescue or on the side of the road and put them into their forever homes.
You saved my wife's new dog, which is Honeybee.
Honeybee. We saved her. That was our very first one. And then that's the $1 million dog is what I call it.
Yeah.
And then we ended up fostering failed 2 of them, so we have 4 of our own. So I mean, if you watch my channel, you know how this is going to end. So you always spay, neuter all your animals. We can't save them all. All right, guys.
Bob Barker.
That's right.
All right, guys. Hey, thanks again, and we'll see you in our next videos.